There's something I've never told anyone. Not Maggie, not Claire, not the priest I saw twice in the 90s when I thought religion might help me carry it. Nobody. I'm 84 years old, and I don't have many reasons left to keep holding it. In 1981, I was offered a position, not the Boston one, a different thing entirely. A curriculum director role, county-wide, more money, more authority, more of everything I told myself I wanted. I went to the interview without telling Maggie, told her I had a department meeting, came home, ate dinner, helped Daniel with his homework, and said nothing. I didn't get the position, someone else was chosen, and because I didn't get it, I never told her it existed. That sounds small. I know how it sounds, but here's what I've never said out loud. I didn't tell her beforehand because I knew she'd be excited. I knew she'd want me to take it if offered. And somewhere underneath my careful, practical exterior, I was afraid of the change, afraid of failing in a bigger role, afraid of becoming someone who had reached further than he was certain he could go. So I protected myself by keeping her out of it entirely. She never knew there was a decision being made that involved both our lives. Never knew I had sat across from a panel of administrators and presented myself as someone ready for more, then come home and pass the bread at dinner like nothing had happened. I did that to her. I made a choice that was hers to share in, and I made it alone, and then I buried it. For 43 years I carried that. The marriage had distance in it. I've said that before. In different ways, I always framed it as temperament, the way I was built. Maggie's patience with a man who didn't open easily. But some of that distance had a specific shape, the shape of a thing I was hiding, not dramatically, not consciously. After a while, it just sat there underneath everything, this small sealed room inside me that she was never allowed to enter. And you cannot be fully known by someone when part of you is permanently off limits. She deserved to be let in, to that room and probably others I've forgotten about by now. I think about telling Claire sometimes, but I don't know what I'd be giving her except a complicated thing to carry about her father. So I've kept it until now. It's not a dramatic secret, I know that. No betrayal in the ordinary sense. Just a man who protected himself at his wife's expense and then lived inside that protection for 4 decades and wondered why the marriage felt slightly sealed, even in its best years. That's all it was. And somehow that was enough to hollow something out,